So traditionally, you would use, so traditionally what you would do is you would make your own loom with a willow. This end of the willow you make into a point and you indent it on this side, so your sinew would have went across, and you would put it through a piece of hide first to keep it spaced out. And this little piece of birch bark with the holes through actually helps keep the spacing evenly for when your beads to fit in. But this one, before the Europeans brought beads over, we did traditional quill work on the loom. But now we use beads. So if you didn't have any money or any wood around, you could go get a willow and make your own like this, and you'd just have to put your thread through, evenly spacing it the width of whatever size of bead you're going to be using. So that's the traditional one. More contemporary style one that you could buy is this wire one, but I find that sometimes your thread gets caught into this spring. But these can be purchased through like Crazy Crow in the USA, or any craft store would carry this this style of beading loom. And then we have the wooden ones. This one here is just 2 pieces of wood. They're about a 3/4 inch thick. This one's tapered a bit, but it could be just a square piece of wood. And then you have this long piece of wood that goes, depending on what you're beading. If you're beading like a belt or something like that, you would want a long loom like this. And then all that they did here is they've just put 2 screws in the center to hold it together. So that would be for if you make a belt. So the smaller loom here is an easier one to make. So all you're gonna need is like 2 pieces of, this is 1/2 inch wood. So if you went to buy some trim in a hardware store, it would work too. And then you just, again, there's just dowel that you can buy at the hardware store, and you would pre-drill it and then put the screw in. So there's 2 pieces of dowel, 2 pieces of wood, and 4 screws to hold this one together. So this would be for something smaller, but you could go wrap all the way around the loom and still make maybe a belt or a hat band with this size. And then we have an adjustable one. And again, it's 2 dowels, and it's pre-drilled, and they call this an adjustable loom. So if you wanted, you could undo these screws here and then move them into whatever length of loom you're going to be making. So you could go as small as here. I would say that's about a 20 inch loom if you did here on this side, and then different lengths. So this is an adjustable one, and you don't waste as much thread on this loom here. So those are the looms that you can use, and some of them are easy to make, or you could buy the one that's pre-made already.